US 8,787. 775 pounds there. That's good. Visual approach runway 24 on traffic to the parking lot, 7 miles northwestbound. Radio Las Vegas approach, Roger, and what's your own course there? Maintain 210 miles till India.
McCarran Tower, you're clear for landing. Welcome to Las Vegas.
Hello and welcome to Flight Path. I'm Chris Jones, the Chief Marketing Officer at McCarran International Airport. Picturesque landscapes entice thousands of tourists to take to the skies to view the breathtaking beauty of the desert Southwest. Here's a look at the air tourism industry and how it all got started.
Prior to the 1920s, remote natural wonders like the Grand Canyon were primarily viewed from the pages of books and magazines. It took adventurous aviators who wanted to share with others the spectacular views they saw from their aircraft to start a new industry.
Although commercial aviation, getting passengers from city to city, was becoming more commonplace, the use of aircraft as a way to tour and sightsee was a new concept.
The first commercial air tour of the Grand Canyon was on October 3, 1927 on Scenic Airways. Since that time, advances in aviation, like the Ford Trimotor and later the patented Vistaliner, allowed passengers to take air tours over the Rainbow Natural Bridge, Monument Valley, and other spectacular Southwest sites.
Aviation aerial tourism was really something that had not been done at that point, and really our airline invented air tours back in the 20s and really made a company based on that exposure that you saw out of those windows.
Grand Canyon Scenic Airlines, a direct descendant of Scenic Airways, is one of the original tour companies and has been providing passengers unforgettable experiences through its sightseeing aerial tours. The company has been operating for 90 years and today transports more than 600,000 passengers annually.
Our business model focuses on fulfilling bucket lists for customers from around the world. We're about 80% international right now, and we bring people for a once-in-a-lifetime experience in the Grand Canyon, whether it's by air tour or by a landing tour.
But fixed-wing aircraft aren't the only way to see the sights by air. Many helicopter tours take off from McCarran International Airport's West Ramp each day. In addition, there are flights from North Las Vegas, Henderson Executive, and other southern Nevada and Arizona airports. Tours around Lake Mead, the Colorado River, and the Mojave Desert have become a must-do item on most tourist lists. But the Grand Canyon, the most spectacular and colorful gorge in the world, remains one of the most popular air tour destinations.
Well, the fortunate thing is the Grand Canyon's only 45 minutes away via helicopter, so being in such proximity to one of the 7 natural wonders of the world, helicopters and aviation in general makes the Grand Canyon much closer to guests in Las Vegas.
Aerial tours give passengers a unique bird's-eye view of some of the Earth's greatest ongoing geological spectacles. In addition to providing a panoramic perspective, most air tours also offer comfortable seating, climate control, and in-flight headphones with narration or music.
The journey itself is actually awe-inspiring as well as the destination. It gives you perspective like none other. You cannot get it from walking, you can't get it from driving. It is an incredible experience, and I will tell you that I never get tired of it. It may be the same route, but something is always different, whether it be the people or the cloud cover or the weather conditions. It's amazing every time.
Man-made landmarks such as Hoover Dam and the world-famous Las Vegas Strip are also popular with air tourists. With its neon lights, travel pros and pilots alike say Las Vegas's one-of-a-kind skyline is best viewed from the air and at night.
McCarran International Airport serves as the gateway to southern Nevada, and aerial tours have become the gateway to creating lifelong memories.
To keep pace with the growth in foreign flights to Las Vegas, we've doubled the number of international gates in McCarran, just in time for the busy summer travel season.
Ground was broken on the $50 million project in February 2016. 7 gates in the D concourse were converted to process arriving international passengers, with 6 capable of accommodating wide-body aircraft. Glass partitions, similar to those currently installed at Terminal 3, separate the general public from arriving international passengers, who will enter the existing U.S. Customs and Border Protection facility at Terminal 3 via this underground tunnel.
We have felt that Las Vegas is a great gateway to the international passenger. So we want them to start their United States visit here. And it's been working very well. They like to come to Vegas, they stay longer, they do spend more money, they do enjoy what we have to offer to them.
The brightly lit tunnel is 995 feet long and more than 20 feet wide. It features high ceilings and moving sidewalks to help passengers easily transit to customs. Black and white images showcasing some of the city's historic hotels line one wall. The opposite wall features large-scale, backlit color photos of must-do attractions that make Las Vegas so popular with visitors from all over the world.
In designing this tunnel, we wanted them to experience Vegas as soon as they got here. That's what they're coming for, the destination. And what we know our international passengers like is the history of Vegas. So on one side, we have it just splashed with all sorts of old-time Las Vegas pictures.
To enhance efficiency and improve passenger processing, the new gates have self-boarding equipment similar to what's in place at Terminal 3. Plans are underway for a D concourse lounge and duty-free store to better serve international customers who will be using the new gates. With completion of this project, McCarran is poised to handle expected growth for the foreseeable future.
We recently welcomed German-based Eurowings to McCarran. Here's a look at the celebration and the new international service that gives travelers more options to and from Europe.
Germany is one of Las Vegas's top international markets, and now this important visitor segment has additional service opportunities.
It's always nice to have such a link, Las Vegas. It's very popular among Germans.
Low-cost carrier Eurowings provides non-stop service between Las Vegas and Germany on Mondays and Fridays, giving customers more than 140 connections within Europe from its Cologne hub.
We've seen a reaction actually from the customers, which is really great. Up front, we could reach a lot of customers. We achieve great load factors on our aircraft right now.
After enjoying a celebratory water arch, passengers on the inaugural flight were welcomed to McCarran with cake, champagne, and of course, Las Vegas showgirls.
Viva Las Vegas! Viva Las Vegas!
Eurowings is the second airline operating non-stop Las Vegas service from Germany, joining Condor Airlines, which currently provides service from Munich and Frankfurt.
Vegas is always a good option to go, yeah. For fun, for gambling, yeah. You have the shows, so pretty cool, yeah.
The airport has designated areas where travelers flying with service dogs, emotional support animals, or pets can take their four-legged friends to relieve themselves.
Pre-security pet relief areas have been in place at McCarran since 2009. Enclosed areas outside Terminal 1 and Terminal 3 provide passengers pooches a place to potty. These outdoor areas feature gravel, a chain-link fence, and waste bag dispensers. Terminal 1 has one outside north ticketing and one near south ticketing. Outside Terminal 3, there are two areas, one outside baggage claim near door 51, and the other is near the exit for customs and border protection outside door 58.
We're seeing a large increase in the number of companion care dogs and emotional support dogs, and a lot of family pets are coming along as well.
To meet federal mandates and provide owners with a convenient location to relieve their animals without having to exit the terminal, once they have entered the secure area, McCarran added pet restrooms in designated areas inside the terminals.
We have 3 post-security pet relief areas. 2 are in Terminal 1. One is at the C Annex connecting the A-B Sky Bridge, which is servicing the A, B, and C gates. We have one at the D gates by the children's play area, and one at Terminal 3 on the west end by gate E11.
The post-security pet restrooms are close to airline gates for easy access. Each relief area features specialized pet-friendly synthetic grass and an ornamental fire hydrant. There's also disposable bags so owners can clean up pet waste and a sink for washing hands. The facility is equipped with a built-in automated system that flushes water and cleaning solution underneath the turf throughout the day. In addition, custodial staff cleans these areas daily. The new pet potties will help people who travel with animal companions have a more enjoyable and less stressful airport experience. For more information, visit our website at McCarran.com and search Pet Relief.
McCarran uses a computer-based system to track the operation, maintenance, and disposal of the thousands of pieces of equipment it takes to keep the airport up and running. Now, that asset management system is going mobile to increase operating efficiencies.
Moving to mobile allows McCarran to track maintenance operations in real time and improves our ability to plan and schedule efficiently. Prior to going mobile, airport maintenance technicians used paper to track all of their assignments. The paper process worked, but created a significant lag time between when the work was done and when the data was entered into the system.
So McCarran wanted to move away from paper processes to electronic so they would be more efficient. So the supervisor can assign a work order to the technician that's out in the field, and then they can pull up this work order on their phone and then go ahead and do the work out in the field.
The new application allows airport technicians to manage their work directly from a mobile device.
These look like phones, but they are just another tool to use. So they have the flashlights on there. They're able to go ahead and use a mapping utility on there. So this is just another tool in their tool belt.
Managing the airport's assets in real time is a tremendous boon to customer service. With mobile, staff can refer directly to the work request and update it online as the work is done. This saves time when emergency repairs are required and helps with priority requests during shift changes. Eliminating paperwork orders also frees up support staff to perform other important duties instead of entering data into the system.
Everything is legible on a mobile device. So whenever it comes across the numbers or work orders or repair work, parts numbers are pretty specific. It turns out that when they're texting their information into their notes, it's easier to read, it's specific, and less room for error.
The application was developed by the airport's Enterprise Resource Planning team, who worked closely with planners, supervisors, and technicians to design the screens and workflow processes that would make the tool useful and allow data to be entered quickly and efficiently.
Our role was to develop the application screens and the workflow processes, so when the user uses the mobile device, that everything will look nice for them and it'll work the way it's supposed to work.
The asset management system is also used to support McCarran's purchasing processes, manage a vast warehouse, and track service requests across the airport. Going mobile has improved materials tracking and inventory control by providing more timely data to analyze. By combining teamwork and technology, the Department of Aviation was able to successfully roll out the mobile asset management application and improve overall airport operations.
McCarran has been an industry leader in testing and implementing new technologies to improve the overall passenger experience. The use of automated exit lanes at Terminal 3 provides a more efficient process for passengers exiting the secure areas of the airport.
Millions of travelers pass through these smart doors every year at McCarran International Airport.
This point marks the exit where passengers leave the secure areas of the airport on their way to baggage claim and ground transportation. The automated exit doors were made by CABA, one of the oldest and largest suppliers of access control products in the world. The CABA system at McCarran was the first of its kind in the US and has been in place since the opening of Terminal 3.
Yeah, they work very well. We did enhance their technology with our own DOA technology. What that did was increase the security level by layering it. We also introduced analytic cameras into the CABA doors.
The system uses advanced motion detection and barrier technology to efficiently control passenger flow, while preventing unauthorized access to the secure side of the airport. Using a combination of alarms and voice prompts, the system lets passengers know they are approaching a secure area and can even detect unattended objects left inside. In the event of an intrusion, airport security personnel are notified in real time and the doors automatically close.
We have cameras that watch the entire situation, going and coming from the CABA doors and the enhanced technology. Airport Control Center monitors those cameras 24/7. If we get a pre-alarm, Control Center is notified and they view what's happening immediately.
The integrated system is just one more way that McCarran achieves its mission of providing excellence in customer service, airport facilities, and security.
To reach out to our growing number of Hispanic customers, each episode of Flight Path features a segment in Spanish with English subtitles. Here's Gabriela Muro to tell us more about the cell phone waiting lot.
El estacionamiento gratuito temporal de llamada por celular de McCarran es una área de espera a corto plazo ubicada a pocos minutos del Terminal 1 y el Terminal 3. Los conductores pueden esperar en su vehículo mientras sus amigos y familiares desembarcan y recogen su equipaje. El estacionamiento temporal de llamada por celular de McCarran se encuentra en la esquina sureste del Terminal 1 del estacionamiento económico en la calle Kitty Hawk.
Well, a cell phone lot is a convenient way for friends and family who are here at the airport to pick up arriving passengers to go ahead and park and wait in their car. They don't have to circulate on the roadway. They can use short-term parking still if they want to park and go inside the baggage claim. But if they don't want to do that and they want to park and just wait for a text or a phone call, they can now use the cell phone lot to do that.
Una vez que los conductores son notificados que el pasajero está listo para ser recogido, simplemente salen del estacionamiento y se dirigen hacia el área designada para recoger a los pasajeros en el Terminal 1 o el Terminal 3.
The cell phone lot is environmentally friendly. It is a place where vehicles can pull in, drivers can pull in, and they can go ahead and park and shut their engine off instead of recirculating on the roadway continuously.
El estacionamiento cuenta con alrededor de 115 espacios, está abierto de 6 de la mañana a 1 de la mañana y es gratuito. Hay receptáculos de basura y receptáculos para ceniza de cigarrillos para la conveniencia del cliente. El estacionamiento está pavimentado y con bastante luz, pero tenga en mente que no hay baños disponibles. Llegar al estacionamiento es fácil. De la avenida Tropicana, gire hacia el sur en la calle Paradise y luego busque el letrero Cell Phone Lot. Permanezca en este carril y gire a la derecha en la calle Kitty Hawk. Para direcciones del sur y el este, visite McCarran.com, luego haga clic en Park y luego haga clic en estacionamiento de llamada por celular. Recuerde que cuando use el estacionamiento debe permanecer en su vehículo y asegúrese de visitar flymccarran.com para verificar la información de los vuelos y cuando el avión se encuentra en la puerta de embarque.
McCarran travelers can catch some culture before catching a flight with a variety of sculptures, photographs, and paintings displayed throughout the airport. Here's a look at one of our more popular pieces by artist Ed Carpenter.
The west end of Terminal 3 features a floor-to-ceiling window that welcomes Nevada's nearly year-round sunshine into the ticketing and check-in area. It's the perfect location for Ed Carpenter's architectural artwork, Rays.
The sculpture design was a response to the architecture and to the way the light plays in the space and the views outside and the way travelers will experience the space.
Ceiling-mounted strands of stainless steel cable support long, thin panels of colorful dichroic glass accented with anodized aluminum hardware. Rays measures 70 feet by 52 feet and has a small secondary component beneath the skylight over the adjacent exit.
If you look closely at the way the cables span, they move across from one truss member to another, and that's what holds up the structure. And I was able to work with the architectural team to design that architectural structure so that it was able to carry those loads.
Spectacular and unexpected displays of art can be a wonderful diversion from the stresses sometimes associated with air travel.
Well, airports are great sites for public art because people are in very open frames of mind when they use them. They're going to exciting places or coming from exciting places, and I love working in airports for that reason.
The mercurial nature of the material mimics the sun's changing colors as it rises and sets on the horizon. As the sun moves around the building and strikes the window, the kinetic interplay of light and glass constantly transforms. The installation can be seen the entire length of the ticketing lobby and is equally compelling at night when the glass projects a striking array of color onto adjacent architectural surfaces. Carpenter's Rays is just one of many works in Terminal 3 that can fill passengers' pre- and post-flight time with fine art. To learn more about these and other works of art at the airport, visit McCarran.com and click Relax and then Airport Art.
McCarran Airport has a dedicated group of airport escorts that provide a host of services, from inspecting vehicles to accompanying contractors to airfield job sites. These conscientious employees enhance airport safety and security 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. And that's why airport escorts are at your service.
Airport escorts work outside the terminal buildings, overseeing access to the airport operations area. Here, they check the ID badges of employees, construction staff, contractors, and others who need to enter the airport through the perimeter gates. In 2016, at Main Gate alone, airfield escorts swiped 435,999 identification badges.
Anybody that wants to enter the security area of the airport is pre-approved through a badging process. If you do not have a badge and you're pre-approved, you need an escort to travel with you to your destination.
The staff of more than 70 escorts also perform mandatory vehicle inspections. Once a vehicle is cleared, an assigned escort driving a well-marked truck guides the visitor to and from the appropriate airport location.
All of the contractors that come on the airfield are screened in order to replace ramps, buildings, jet bridges, stairs, all come through the main gate of the airport. And all of those people that I just mentioned have to be escorted within the security area by a DOA escort.
Airport escorts also provide a vital function for the airlines.
We'll help the airlines and we'll escort aircraft when they need to be relocated from one spot to another. We'll escort aircraft that need to go out for engine runs.
you know, when the engines need to be tested on the aircrafts.
Additionally, escorts support VIP visits and assist with unique cargo shipments. Regardless of the type of job, escorts keep two important things in mind while working.
Safety and security is very important. DOA escorts, and it's what we concentrate on.
In 2016, escorts assisted with more than 2,600 medical emergencies. Whether it's a gate, elevator, stairwell, or door, escorts must be very knowledgeable about all areas of the airport so they can quickly and safely get first responders to the appropriate location.
As many people coming through McCarran, millions. I mean, you can imagine people are going to have medical issues, and when they have these issues, we need to bring an ambulance there to make sure that they're taken care of.
Escorts are an integral part of any airfield construction project, where they can be found chaperoning authorized construction workers and equipment to the job site using specially marked driving lanes called vehicle service roads. Monitoring the construction site while work is underway also ensures safety and security. During a recent runway rehabilitation project, the team inspected more than 35,000 concrete trucks and performed more than 90,000 escorts during the 2-year construction project. It's a job they love to do.
I love my job. I've been here almost 7 years. It's nothing that I would ever trade for. Just love helping other employees or other departments.
From setting up barricades and monitoring construction sites, to inspecting vehicles and guiding authorized visitors to and from the airport operations area. This team of knowledgeable and dedicated professionals does what it takes to get the job done behind the scenes. And that's why airport escorts are at your service.
The TSA prohibits taking beverages through the security checkpoints. To help passengers stay hydrated while they're on the go, we've installed several water bottle refilling stations. They're free, easy to use, and just one more way McCarran International Airport is growing green.
A hydration station dispenses chilled water over a small sink, allowing passengers to refill reusable water bottles before or after their flights.
The stations provide McCarran's customers a cost-effective and environmentally sound alternative to purchasing bottled water or other beverages.
The hydration stations provide a customer service benefit, and they provide convenient, fast hydration for our passengers, and they minimize the plastic waste that goes into the environment because people can bring their reusable bottles.
The hydration stations encourage the conservation of our natural resources and preservation of our environment by helping to reduce the solid waste created from single-use plastic water bottles.
Plastic waste is a huge environmental problem, and reusable plastic bottles are a better alternative than disposable plastic. Even though they're recyclable, they persist for a long time in the environment.
Strategic placement of these stations around the airport means customers have easy access to clean, inexpensive water for their reusable water bottles.
In addition, over at Terminal 3, we're installing hot water dispensers for our international passengers.
The airport plans to install more hydration stations throughout the airport to encourage passengers to rehydrate by refilling their bottles and reducing waste.
That saves passengers money, is good for the environment, and is just one more way the airport is growing green.
As part of our airport-wide McCarran at Your Service program, employees recently attended a training class to increase their awareness about autism spectrum disorder and what they can do to help give travelers with ASD the extra support they may need to make their airport journey as stress-free as possible.
The variety of sounds, sights, lights, and touch at busy airports can increase stress levels for even the most seasoned traveler. But for those passengers on the autism spectrum, the airport environment can result in sensory overload.
It's important to realize that all behavior is a form of communication.
Some behaviors or characteristics that might be typical for a traveler with autism might be misinterpreted or met with suspicion at an airport, such as diverting the eyes, avoiding touch, and repeating phrases that are heard or seen. If left unexplained, this behavior may cause unnecessary anxiety for the traveler, staff, and other passengers.
In order to be welcoming to all of our guests, we need to be able to accommodate people's needs. So the autism training was a way for us to educate our employees and team members on how to work with people, how to ask the right questions, how to look for the right indicators to know that we need to provide more assistance to people.
The class was taught by Autism Speaks, a nonprofit entity and the nation's largest autism science and advocacy organization.
1 in 68 children is diagnosed with autism. As of 2016, it was recorded that more than 47 million passengers came through McCarran Airport. And so if you were to look at that, then statistically speaking, it would be almost 700,000 of those passengers would have an autism diagnosis.
All airport employees, including staff from the Department of Aviation, airlines, TSA, and other McCarran tenants, were invited to participate in the two-part training session, which used a combination of discussion, videos, and interactive demonstrations to help attendees understand autism spectrum disorder.
The knowledge of knowing all this today has actually brought a lot of attention to a lot of passengers that I've encountered.
Employees also learned to identify the signs of the disorder and how to help travelers with ASD reduce stress while navigating the airport.
This is going to definitely help us understand the passenger needs. Our job basically is to keep the operation flowing as easy as possible and comfortable for anyone who's walking into this or coming into the airport.
Several things we talked about with the nonverbal cues, the headphones, stuff like that can definitely give us signs that someone is autistic or has signs of autism, and we can definitely see how to approach it or how to handle the situation, make it more convenient for them.
The training was held in conjunction with National Autism Awareness Month. It was an excellent opportunity to promote awareness and learn how to accommodate those travelers with the diagnosis who are visiting McCarran. To learn more about ASD, visit autismspeaks.org.
Television theme songs and commercial jingles, both past and present, welcome National Association of Broadcaster convention goers to McCarran. It's part of our Voices of Vegas live entertainment program. Let's take a listen.
Saturday, what a day, living all week with you.
The National Association of Broadcasters is a trade organization representing commercial and non-commercial radio and television broadcasters. As the group convened in Las Vegas for its annual convention, members of the Shakespeare Institute of Nevada belted out an entertaining mix of television theme songs in their honor.
We all do a lot of traveling, and we go to a lot of airports around the world. McCarran Airport is where you get live entertainment. It's an extension of the entertainment capital of the world. We hope that the travelers will stop and listen for a while on their way and get into the spirit of Las Vegas right from when they step off their airplane.
Favorites from a bygone broadcast era included memorable melodies from the Brady Bunch, Gilligan's Island, and the Flintstones.
Airplanes right out of history.
Props punctuated the quartet's quirky performance, helping to bring to life small-screen favorites such as The Addams Family, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and of course, Cheers.
You want to go where everybody knows your name.
It's just fun to kind of interact with the people coming through the airport. You know, people are really excited to get here to Las Vegas.
The pop-up performance was a hit with passengers who appreciated the unexpected opportunity to recall popular programs and unforgettable advertisements.
I was pretty stoked. They were singing the Golden Girls song, and I like that.
McCarran will continue to showcase local talent as a way to enrich the airport experience for our customers during future Voices of Vegas performances.
Now you're ready to pack your bags and fly the skies, so have a great trip. Remember to check us out on Facebook and follow us on Twitter, and use all the resources of our website, McCarran.com. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time on Flight Path.